Okay, so we're gonna start time under tension. We're gonna work the lower body, we're gonna work the upper body, but we're gonna pull it towards the center. The center is the most important piece that actually pulls together the safety of all your extremities. So if you have joint pain in your elbows, your wrists, your knees, and your ankles, somehow there's a disconnect to the center. So we're gonna pull it all together into the center. Maria will be coming in a second. And I hear her traipsing down here. But so we're gonna work out starting with stretch, because stretch is gonna be how we get there. Stabilizing through stretch, we're gonna pull it through strengthening, and then you'll kind of see from there. So we're gonna get there through stretch, like I talked about. So we're gonna start with some of our basic stretches, but we're gonna do something more interesting with them in a little bit. So here's where we start. You're going to put a block down. You're going to put the ball of your left foot on top of that block. Your feet are going to go side by side and parallel. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. And you're just going to pump those hips forward. We're going to open up the gastrocnemius, the calf muscle, because it has a lot to do with posture, because when you lose posture, you lose connection to your core. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in that tummy. We're just pumping. Smiles are up. Oh, it is tight. And that will happen on cooler mornings because it takes a little longer to warm up. Abs nice and tight. Here comes Miss Maria. We're just stretching. Okay, we're going to take it into hip circles now. Try not to move your head. This is a nice hip motion. This is not a head motion. Do a full circle, front, side, back, side, and front. And then go in the opposite direction. Feel the stretch. Oh. Keep breathing. Oh. Oh. And then we're going to step forward, step back, hips back. Abs are nice and tight. This is a functional stretch. We're doing something and the muscle has to lengthen as we're doing something versus just trying to stretch it. Abs are nice and tight. So not all of the 1950 bounce stretch was absolutely wrong. It's just that they didn't preload the muscles like we're doing, and there was a tendency to tear. Abs are nice and tight. And good. We're going to switch to the other side, just stretching. Right. Ball of your foot is on the block, both feet are parallel, abs are nice and tight. We're going to just stretch forward. Keep your abs engaged. This is about time under tension. So you're working your calf muscles, your quad muscles, your pelvic floor, first chakra, second chakra, your lower abs, upper abs, third chakra. We're working all of those different pieces. Try to get your shoulder blades down and back because we're heading towards good posture. Smiles are up. Okay. And then we're going to do hip circles because they're good for you. Try not to move your head. Abs are engaged. So you're already starting to feel your abs going to work. So you see how motion is what the abs do really well. And connecting to the extremity, from the extremities to the core, is the function of the abs. Okay, good. We're going to go back. Oh yes, step forward, hips forward. Step back, hips back. What would I do without Miss Maria? So I used to look at skiing. If you really look at skiing, it is just knee damage ready to happen, except if you have core. So what happens is we put a ski on our foot that lengthens the lever arm of our foot. If we don't have connection to the core, you're going to blow out your knees. But if you have connection to core, you can ski down the hill like an Olympic skier at high speeds, and you can even do terrible crashes and not hurt your knees. That's how important the core is to protecting your extremities. Okay, we're going to switch back to the other side. Block goes under the ball of your foot. Your abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. We're going to do some time under tension dynamically. You're going to lift your foot up and then lower it back down. Abs are nice and tight. Again, your head doesn't move much. It'll move, but not a lot side to side. Keep your abs engaged. Your abs are pulling this up. At no point should you be feeling joints because we're working muscles. So in other words, we're working muscles and not joints. Okay, good. We're gonna switch sides. Just still warming up. Get that stretch going on. Abs are nice and tight. Knees are over tops of feet. Sucking your tummy. Same thing. You'll lift and lower. Try not to move your head too much. Sucking that tummy. Keep smiling. Good. We're going to continue to stretch, but we're also going to get into that strengthening we talked about. We're going to start with our, left knee over our left ankle over our right knee. That's what I meant to say. You're going to sit back into the stretch. Chest is up. I want you to toe up. That takes the pressure out of the knee. And we're going to make sure that knee's over the top of your foot. We're going to just stretch. You can lower down a little bit deeper. Stick your butt out. Tighten your abs, chest up. It's going to stretch out your glute max and your piriformis muscles. A little bit lower, chest up, abs nice and tight. Now that we're down here, we're not quite warmed up yet, we're going to wiggle. Your hips go side to side. Jaws relaxed, smiles are up. Okay, we're going to straighten and stretch. We're pulling from your abs, your body closer to the ground. Don't let gravity do it. Time under tension, that means no pain in any joint. Tighten up muscles until you take all the work out of the joints, because we're working muscles and not joints. Good. Then we're gonna come back up, 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 nice and tall. Sucking your tummy. You can do what Mario's doing and take 2 hands off the roller, or you can be like me and leave 1 hand on the roller. You're going to suck in your tummy. Okay, bring that arm down. We're going to go back into our little squat position in our figure 4. Abs are nice and tight. Okay? This is where it gets fun. You're going to lift your leg up off of your leg and back down. Up, down, up, down. Lift it up, back and down. You're using your abs. Your abs are what's making this work. Suck that tummy in. Smiles are up. Good. We're gonna switch sides. Can't see Wolfie just went into her little honeycomb. Okay, here we go. Into our stretch. Your toe is up, abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. We're gonna do more with that leg lifting thing. Go deeper, abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Oh, there's Wolfie. Hi, girl. Wiggle. And we're gonna wiggle side to side. Splinter. Suck in that tummy. Okay, good. You're gonna straighten your legs, stretch down. Remember, you're using your abs to pull you down. We're using muscles and not joints, so you shouldn't feel this in your knee joint. You shouldn't feel it in your ankle, back, neck, or shoulder, because you're using your core, pulling everything towards center. Keep breathing. And then we're gonna come on up. Arm goes over the top of your head, or arms. Suck in that tummy. Ooh. Keep sucking that tummy in. It's all about time under tension. And then we're going to take it in to stick them up as you stick your butt out. Abs are nice and tight. Now you lift your leg up and down. Up and down. Suck that tummy in. You're lifting that leg off of your thigh and then back down. You're using your abs. So this is a sit-up. Okay? We're going to switch back to the other side, and we're going to do it again. We're going to stretch, chest up, butt out, suck in your tummy, hand and stick them up, and here we go again. Lift up, lower down. Use your abs. This is all about your abs. Keep breathing, chest up. Okay, good. We switch sides, do it again on the other side. cross your ankle over the top of your knee. Abs are nice and tight. Watch that alignment. Okay, suck that tummy in, hand and stick them up. Using your abs, lift up and lower. Suck that tummy in. Okay, we're gonna do hip circles now, just to see what happened. You should feel your quads now. You should feel your abs. Really pull through your abs as you're doing this. Your head's not moving, but your abs are. Go in the opposite direction. Smiles are up. Okay.
9 and 10.
Okay, 10. Okay, we're gonna do a basic stretch. You're gonna stand heavy on your, what is this, left leg, right leg goes out. You're gonna toe up, you're gonna open up your hip a little bit. What we're doing is rocking open the hip joint as you go into abduction. This knee basically always points forward. And you can stay in one position longer, depending on what's tight. You should be able to move through your hip very easily. You should feel your quad working on this side. Left knee remains bent. And we're going to switch to the other side. Same thing on this side. Your knee is bent. Your knee is over the top of your foot. You're rocking forward and backwards, opening up range of motion of your hip. It's okay if there's initially cracking and popping. That's just getting muscles to start warming up and roll over the top of each other.
Make sure your abs are in.
Don't you look at me and say that. Okay, and then just find that spot that's especially tight and sore and open it up. Okay, good. Now, we've done this before. You can stack 2 blocks. You can stack them end on end. You can make them different heights. But what you're going to do is put your leg on top of it. And so if you're super flexible, Mario can try it this time. If she wants to, or she can use the blocks. Either way, we're going to put our, just for simplicity's sake, we're going to put our, left leg on top of the block or rollers. And you're going to put your foot in a knife blade position, so it's sideways. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. We're going to do sit-ups. You're going to lean over to the left. You're going to pull through your obliques to make this happen. This is working them muscles. So you're using your obliques right now. Okay, now you're going to try to lift your foot up off of the roller. Ooh! 4.
6.
Whoops! Oh well.
7. 8.
I'll just keep going.
9. 10.
Okay, I have to do 2. Okay, switch sides. It's okay if your roller drops, just keep going. Same thing on this side, your foot goes on top of the roller. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to pull towards your foot. It could be on blocks. It doesn't have to be up on the rollers. But we're getting you used to lifting up your extremities. Wolfie seems to like it.
10.
Okay, now you're going to lift up. Abs are on. 8, 9, 10. Good. Switching sides again. Foot goes on the roller. We're going to do that same knife blade position. We're watching the alignment of our standing leg. And now we're going to rotate towards our foot. So you're going to take your chest and rotate it towards your foot. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. You're going to do sit-ups towards your foot. Whether you're on the blocks or rollers, keep your quads on. Time under tension. No compromise in any joint.
9, 10.
Okay, this is harder. You're going to lift your foot up and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Face your foot.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Woo, that was easy. Okay, let's switch sides. The last class was super easy. This one will be on that magnitude. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Okay, you're going to rotate towards your foot as you lean in. Lean in. Lean in. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Keep breathing. Okay, and now we're going to lift and lower that leg. Whew. Okay, I'll just keep going. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. We're going to do hip circles. Hip circles. Abs are nice and tight. So you should feel a lot of tension around your hips now and your abs. That's a good thing. We're going to pull everything to our core as we tighten our abs even more than you think. Remember, first chakra is your pelvic floor, second chakra is your lower abs, third chakra is your upper abs. They're in motion now. Okay, let's take that. Left foot back behind you. Right knee's over the top of your foot, bent and over the top of your foot. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. We're going to do our sit-ups here. Suck in that tummy, release. Suck in your tummy, release.
Make sure your back leg is really, really active.
Mm-hmm.
Straight and pushing back.
8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're going to bring elbow to knee. 1, Mississippi. Keep going. Abs are nice and tight. You're not using any joints, so you shouldn't feel this in your back, your knee, or your hip because we're using muscles. If you do feel it in back, tighten up your abs, push your hips back further, and really engage your abs. Then you'll feel it in your butt and your quad, which are our target muscles.
9, 10.
Good job. Hand on your knee, abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. We're going to do sit-ups again. Suck it in, suck it in, suck it in. Jaws relax, everything's dynamic. There's nothing that's relaxed. Bend that front knee. Annie, bend your front knee.
Good.
There you go. Take your arm back behind you. We're going to lift and lower that rear leg. Your head doesn't move. So you're not going back and forth. You're just lifting your leg up off the ground. Okay, let's switch. No, we'll do one more thing. Stay in this position, abs are nice and tight. Just realized that we did it last class. Okay, both elbows are gonna be up. We're gonna touch your right elbow to your right knee, come back up, then left elbow to your right knee. Keep breathing. Suck in that tummy. What number are we on?
6.
Maybe we just do 8.
7.
Okay, fine. Suck in that tummy. No pain in the joints.
9,
That includes your ankle.
10.
Good. Let's switch sides. It's open. Okay. Your front leg is bent, rear leg is straight, shoulder blades are down and back, your hand is on your knee. We're gonna do sit-ups. Suck in your tummy and then release. Suck it in and release. Just feel the shape change as you suck in your tummy, the dynamic tension you're creating, the breathing that's happening. Jaws relaxed.
9, 10.
Okay, here we go. You're gonna take your right elbow to your left knee. You don't wanna feel this in your back. You don't wanna feel this in your knee or your ankle. We're feeling it in our quad and our butt as we're stabilizing with our abs and our lats. Keep breathing. Okay, hand back on your knee, hand back on the roller. You're doing sit-ups again. Suck in that tummy, release. Change the shape of your abdomen. Really get that time under tension. Okay, we're gonna take that arm back behind us as we lift and lower that rear leg. Try not to move your head. This is really important that you don't move your head, but be able to find that same spot on the ground back behind you. Abs are engaged. Okay, good. What do we do here?
Huh?
Oh,
Alternating.
yeah. We're gonna go both elbows up. You're gonna bring your left elbow to your left knee. Whew. And then you're gonna bring your right elbow to your left knee. This might be really sore from the workout you did the other day with Maria and Kai, but we're just gonna ignore it. Okay. All right. Come back to standing as we do hip circles. So now you should feel your butt working. You should feel your abs working. You should feel your lats working. And it should be really easy. Pull everything towards your core because you're trying to get the tension and any excess energy out of those parts back to your belly.
Opposite direction.
Pull it through your abs. Suck in your tummy. Smiles are up. Okay, good. Now, we're going to shift gears for a second. We're going to get our feet parallel, hips width apart, so we know what it is. Here's your ASIS. Pubic symphysis is here. Midway in between is the width of your hips, so your stance is narrower than you think. Then we're going to push down big toe in the corresponding metatarsal heads, outer four toes in the corresponding metatarsal heads, and we're going to really focus on that pinky toe, and then your heel. 1/3 the weight through your toes, 1/3 the weight through your balls of your feet, and 1/3 the weight through your heels. Now we start time under tension. You're going to turn your calves on. You're going to externally rotate, turn your quads on. First chakra, your pelvic floor goes on. Second chakra, your lower abs go on. Third chakra, your rib cage closes up. Your upper abs go on. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to do hip circles at first. Keep your abs engaged. You're really sucking your tummy, trying to create shape of your abdomen. If you do this right, you should get a side ache. Smiles are up. Try not to move your head as you go in the opposite direction. Okay, stay here. Keep your abs engaged, quads on, calves on. You're going to do your little micro squats and then come back out. All the way down, shoulder blades down and back. And no point to your abs shut off and no point to your quads or your calves shut off, even though this is an easy motion and we're really familiar with being down low and we're really familiar with being up high. Those are the 2 points we turn things off. And now we're going to stop midway. So we're midway between all the way down and all the way up. Your abs are engaged. We're going to take this right arm. We're going to push it across our body. So it's going across our body this way, and we're going to resist it. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. We're going to take it up over the top of our head and back down. Your abs stay on. Your arms don't bend. We're working the upper ring. Keep your abs engaged. Keep pushing those 2 points together. Okay. Now your arm's going to go down and out, and your hand's going to resist that motion. So you're pulling apart. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to go up and down. So we're working isometric, dynamic, shoulder stabilization and motion. Your abs are engaged. Stay in that semi-squat. Keep your abs on, your pelvic floor stays on. I can tell everyone's arms are getting really toned. It's really neat to see.
How many are we doing?
10. Okay? We're going to do this way. Your arm's coming inward, and you're going to resist it coming inward by pushing away with this hand. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. We're going up and down. Keep your shoulder blades down and back. Your abs stay on. Especially when you're lifting your arms up, you should feel your abs. Look at everyone's arms all toned. Nice to see. Okay, now the arm's going to go down and out. You're going to resist it from doing that. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. We're going to do it again. So how all this got started is that I had a shoulder problem, and I realized muscles were shutting off in my shoulders, and these are the very exercises I did to turn the muscles back on. Ten seems so very long. Okay, you're going to take your right arm across midline, and it's going to try to pull away like you're elbowing someone, but you're going to hold it and resist it. You're going to pull it into your body. This one's pulling it away. It's across midline. It's not directly in front of you. It's slightly off the midline, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go up and down. Abs are nice and tight. It's the posterior muscles actually that get into much more trouble than the anterior muscles. But we're going to do both. Keep your toes alive, keep those legs alive. You're in that semi-squat, your butt's relaxed. Okay, good. Shake it out. We're going to take this arm slightly across midline. It's trying to move this way. We're holding it and resisting it from doing that. Abs are nice and tight. And here we go. You're lifting and lowering. Abs stay engaged. Ooh. Sucking that tummy. No clicking or popping because you're stabilizing the joint. Oh. Number? 9, 10. Oh, your arm should be as dead as ours feel. We're going to do it to the rear now. You're going to take your left arm, put it across midline. It's trying to move out. You're resisting it with your right hand. You're going to suck in your tummy, and you're going to move your hands away from your body. Chest up, abs on, legs are alive. Okay, and then we're going to switch sides. Your left hand's trying to, your right hand's trying to move away, and your left hand's resisting it. We're going to turn back around, and we're going to move that hand away from our body. Keep the tension on. Don't lose the tension. This is all about that tension. Suck in that tummy. Legs are alive. Okay, good. Then, now we're going to take that, left side, and it's going to go up, and we're resisting it going up by pushing down, creating a dynamic tension now in the opposite direction as you suck in your tummy and move it away. Okay, and then we're going to do it on the opposite side. This side's going to go up, this side's going to push down, creating that opposition once again. Suck in that tummy. Okay. We're going to interlock your fingers. We're going to put it together. You're going to rip apart. So you're pulling apart your arms. Chest is up. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in your tummy. Bend your knees. We're going to go up and down first. We're just going to do 5 this way as you're ripping apart. Your elbows do not bend. And then now we're going to set it into motion. You're still ripping apart.
6.
We'll do 6 apparently. This will help your golf game because it'll teach you to keep your elbows straight.
6.
Opposite direction. Rip apart. Abs are nice and tight. Okay, shake your arms out. You're going to push the palms of your hands together. Arms are straight. Keep pushing together. Remember, there's a credit card between your hands and there's a string attached to it and someone's trying to get it away from you. Abs are nice and tight. Shoulder blades are down and back. You're going to go. It's one of those credit cards that doesn't require a signature, so you don't want to lose it. Keep squeezing. Suck in that tummy. Don't let your tummy go. I know it's tempting to let your tummy go as you're squeezing your arms together because you feel tension in one part of your body and you don't want to feel it in another part. But the goal is to feel everything in your core. That's 6?
Oh, 9. 10.
Okay, keep squeezing going on. We'll do 6 in each direction. Keep your abs engaged. This is going to be harder to do.
6.
Opposite direction. Keep that squeeze going on. There's no point you lose that credit card. Abs are nice and tight. Okay, good. Now we're going to interlock our fingers back behind us now. We're trying to rip apart this way as our chest goes up nice and tall. And we're going to start out by just lifting and lowering our hands back behind us. Chest is up.
9, 10.
And then now we're going to do 6 circles in each direction. Keep the tension on. You're trying to rip your arms apart, but your fingers won't let you. Suck in that tummy.
6. Opposite direction.
Opposite direction. Keep ripping apart. And really think about how often you put this kind of tension in your upper extremities. Okay? Now, we're going to push the palms of our hands together back behind us. And we're going to move away and towards our butt. Keep your chest up. Keep squeezing your hands together. This is hard to do, and that's why we're focusing on it. Okay, circles. Keep squeezing those fingers and hands together. Shoulder blades are down and back.
6.
Opposite direction. Holy smokes, we have done everything. All right, shake out those arms. See what it feels like. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Okay, we're just going to take our arms over the top of our heads as we do circles around above us. Pull your shoulders into your joints. Keep your abs engaged. Keep your chest lifted. It almost seems like a contradiction to do that.
Nine, 10.
Opposite direction. Oh my.
10.
Okay, we're going to come down onto our right knees on the block, or left knee on the block. Left knee on the block. So Your foot is, your knee is bent, your knee's over top of your foot, you're on top of your knee, you're just gonna go side to side. But what we want you to focus on is pulling all that tension towards your belly button. So as you move your hips from side to side, your head won't move. Keep breathing. Jaws relaxed. Shoulder blades are down and back. Okay, we're going to lean forward, same thing. This is one of our fundamental staples because it's important to be able to keep the hips loose and the abs engaged. That's why we repeat this as we stretch out what's called the rectus femoris. We haven't done this in a while, and so keep your hips forward. We're going to bend and straighten that rear leg to work the hamstrings. Bring that heel all the way to your butt. Suck in that tummy. 8, 9, 10. Come back to center. We're gonna stretch forward. Open up the hamstring and the calf. Keep your abs engaged. No pain in any joint. That includes your low back and your knee. Keep your core on. And good. We're gonna switch sides. So your right knee goes down, your left foot's forward, your left knee is over the top of your foot, your abs are engaged. Your core goes on, you're pulling everything towards your center as your hips go side to side. Though it be Christmas time, we do not want Charlie Brown dancing, so your head's not moving. If your head's moving, that means your abs have shut off. So we're keeping the abs engaged. Okay, we're gonna stretch forward. Oh, your abs are nice and tight side to side. Notice if one side's tighter than the other, because if you don't keep it balanced in this little simple activity, you start creating what we call an unintentional limp. We don't want an unintentional limp, because unintentional limps cause real problems. Okay, staying forward, we're gonna do our hamstring curl. We're gonna bring our heel to our butt and then back down. Heel to our butt, back down. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in your tummy. As you saw a second ago, my heel actually came to my butt. Keep breathing. 10. Okay, now straighten out that front leg. We're across the midline, and you're going to touch your toes. You're stretching out your calf. You're stretching out your hamstring. What you're not stretching out is your back, especially the joints. You don't want that. Or your knee. We're working muscles, not joints. Suck in that tummy. And we're coming back out. We're going to go into our thinker poses. But we're going to do something a little different in our thinker pose. First, just get in thinker pose. Curl your toes under and stretch. If you do this correctly, you won't feel a whole lot of pressure in your metatarsal heads. So if you feel a lot of pressure in the knuckles of your toes, it's really important that you push your heel back. Okay, we're going to create the upper ring that we talked about. Abs are nice and tight. You're going to bring your elbow and then back to center. Elbow to your knee, and then you're going back to center. As you suck in your tummy, you're creating a dynamic ring with the upper half of your body and twisting from your center.
How many?
Just 10. Did you change shirts? It's hot!
10.
Okay, good. Keep that ring going on. We're going to jump. We're going to do our jumps. So let's see how I'm going to do. Yeah, we're going to jump forward. This arm goes back. And then we're going to come back to center. Jump. But keep squeezing your hands together. This is going to force you to use your core. Keep your head going forward. Like you're running into battle with a sword. Or you're running into a shopping center with a credit card in your hands. Either way, both are just as deadly. Suck in your tummy. What number is this?
9.
Okay, good. I'm gonna just open the window since the kids have calmed down. We're gonna switch sides. We're stretching out your foot, so if you feel excessive pressure in those metatarsal heads, once again, just push your heel back. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. Okay, palms of your hands go together as you bring your right elbow to your left knee. Don't bring your knee to your elbow. Suck in your tummy. Keep that upper ring going on. We want that ring nice and strong, unbreakable. Suck in your tummy. You should feel your obliques really firing way up here. Okay, and then keep that squeeze going on. We're going to do our jumps. Jump, twist. Keep your head going forward. Running into battle with a battle axe, or you're running into a shopping mall with the credit card. Either way works. Suck in your tummy. Good. From here, we're just going to come straight into kneeling. Grab your 2 blocks. We're going to stretch out the tops of the feet. Ooh. It's amazing how your feet are guilty culprits of a lot of things going on in your upper extremities and your neck. So that's why we stretch it out. We're going to pop our wheelie. Shoulder blades go down and back. We're going to do our sit-ups. Suck in your tummy. You really don't have to use your blocks. That's amazing. Suck in your tummy. Suck in your tummy. Suck in your tummy.
9, 10.
Good. Now, once again, curl your toes under. If you feel pressure in your toes, push your heels back. We're now going to lean back. Abs are nice and tight. Chest is up. Suck in your tummy. Here we go. The reason why I have to use the blocks is I was born with tiny little short arms and a long torso. Maria's more proportional, so she doesn't need the blocks.
10.
Okay. Curl, point your toes again. Hands go back behind you. Oh. Suck in your tummy. No pressure in your low back, no pressure in your knees because we're tightening muscles. We're tightening your abs specifically. Cramps in the toes. That's okay. Curls the toes under. This is what we're working on, getting the toes back dynamic again. Oh, because we somehow turn them into hooves and we make our foot into a giant hoof. It's not a hoof, it is a series of toes. Suck in your tummy. Suck in your tummy. Suck in your tummy.
9, 10.
Okay, here we go. Oh. Block down, ball on top of the block, and you're kneeling.
Not double block.
We can double block. Let's double block. What the heck? It's been a while. Double block, ball on top of the double block. Remember, you're sitting on 2 blocks and a ball, so watch your balance. Your feet are down on this. In this case, ball's midway between your pubic bone and your tailbone. Your feet are parallel. Your knees are over top of your feet. We are going to work your abs now. So first things first, squeeze your pelvic floor. You're trying to squeeze that ball to a cone. You're going to close up your rib cage, and now we're going to do a series of sit-ups. You're going to suck in your tummy and release. Suck in your tummy and release. Make sure your head's over top of the ball. So last night, about 2 a.m., the trade wind just stopped, and it got really, really hot out here. Suck in your tummy. Okay, abs are nice and tight. We're going to create that ring. Interlock your fingers. This time we're pulling apart. Keep pulling apart as you rotate to your left and right. Don't rotate your head. Your head's going to stay pointed forward. Don't rotate your head. Smiles are up. Ugh. You should feel your lats working if you're doing this correctly. Suck in your tummy and you will also feel your abs working. We'll do 20. These aren't fun. What number?
20.
Okay, good. Abs are nice and tight. You're resting. You go palms up. You're going to do like a bicep curl, only now you're going to oppose it with your left hand. Abs are nice and tight. And same thing, we're going to lift and lower, we're going to twist. It's like you're serving up a cup of coffee. That's super hot. Abs are nice and tight, suck in that tummy. It's about creating the upper ring and rotating your abs instead. So you should feel this in your obliques, your lats, and your transverse abdominis. Okay, other side. This arm's bending, this arm's straightening. Abs are nice and tight, and we're rotating. Notice if one side's easier or harder to do than the other side. Really bend though. Really put a force between your hands. Like you just met a magician. He'll hold on to the playing card. You're not going to let him pull it out. Okay, good. Now we're going to hatch it. You're going this way, and you're going to grab this hand's not going to let that happen. Abs are nice and tight. Same thing. We're going to do that twist. Keep pushing away with that right hand. Keep resisting with the left hand. Suck in that tummy. Okay, we're going to hatch it with our left hand. We're going to resist with our right. And same thing. Look at how strong Mario's arms are compared to mine. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in that tummy. Create that rotation. Shake out your arms. So they came out with season 2 of Witcher, and I told myself specifically we're going to watch this Netflix series and we're going to watch one episode a week so we can ration it out over the whole season. Mari and I binged the first night and got it done. Abs are nice and tight. Shoulder blades are down and back. You're going to take your arms now. You're going to be out like this. And you're going to take your arms backwards. I know there's not much to this one, but you're pumping backwards. This will work your rhomboids and it will work your lats. Now we want you to tighten your abs. Suck in your tummy. Okay, now keep your shoulder blades squeezed down and back. Keep your hands back as far as they can go. You're going to rotate your torso. I'm going to time it with Mario. So keep squeezing. You should definitely feel your lats if you're doing this correctly. This will help your tennis game, that little short chip. Suck in your tummy. Notice how your abs want to shut off. Okay, arms come to your sides now. We're going to work our legs. You're going to lift, hold, gently lower. Lift, hold, gently lower. Remember you're on top of 2 blocks and a ball. If you go to fall, just fall. Ooh. Suck in that tummy. Time under tension. This is teaching you to lift your knee above the level of your hip. As we've been talking about the last couple of classes, the 2 heights we have to worry about are 2.5 inches and 10 inches. Or 10, yeah. We have to be able to get our feet to clear things. 2.5 is a threshold. 10 will get you up a step. Suck in your tummy. Last thing, hands and stick them up, shoulder blades down and back. We're just going to bounce. This is going to work your pelvic floor. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. As Mario goes into motion. Abs are nice and tight, and it's just fun. Keep breathing. You can always speed this up. It's really fun to watch. I know because I edit the videos and I have to speed it up to get through this section. Okay, good. Hands go on your knees. Straighten your legs. We're going to do a forward fold. Oh. Mario's going to take us through it because she made that noise.
Okay. Make sure you're grounding the tripod of your feet into the mat, lifting the arches of your foot. Connect that energy pulling upward through your inner thighs, lifting the pelvic floor. Hollow out your belly, bringing the pubic bone closer to your belly button. Soften the rib cage, pull the shoulder blades down and back. Try to relax your calves, your hamstring, and your glutes. Relax your neck and shoulders. Inhale, suck the belly button to your spine, bringing the upper body a little bit closer to the legs. And just breathe.
Okay, bring your hands to your knees, bend your knees, stick your booty out. We're going into the running recovery position. We're going to do sit-ups here, suck in your tummy, try to get your navel to your spine, and then release. Do it again. Chest up, eyes up, heart up. Smiles are up. How many is that?
17,
Okay.
18, 19, and 20.
Good. We're going to head to the ground. You only need your ball now. Whoa, what was that? Is that us? Is that outside? Sounded like feedback. So if it is feedback, sorry.
I think somebody's car.
Yeah, I think it's someone's car. Okay, ball's going to go in the small of your back. Hands are back behind you. We're going to just start out with form first. Activate your pelvic floor, especially anterior pelvic floor. Draw your rib cage closed. We're going to draw our belly to the ball and then the spine, trying to flatten out the ball. Suck in that tummy. Keep breathing. Jaws relaxed. Feel those abs working.
20.
Okay. Arms go up. We're going to do our Bruce Lee punches. We're going to punch to the right. We're going to punch to the left. Abs are nice and tight. Your arms don't bend. You're hitting with 100% of your body and not with just your arm. It's not a piston punch. It is a body punch. So can you imagine if you timed both perfectly? It'd be an incredibly hard punch.
So,
Hey! It's the shirt. It's not me.
20.
Okay, resting. Legs go straight. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in your tummy. Shoulder blades are down and back. We're going to start out with our sit-ups again. Suck in that tummy, then suck it in again, and suck it in. Feel what it feels to activate your abs on the in position. So there are two positions. We have to be able to do both. The in position and the out position. I promise you the out position is super easy. So if you work on the in position, you automatically get the out position. But if you only work on the out position, you only get the out position. And Maria was talking to Kai about it, and that's what happens to weightlifters when they only use the out position and they get a big fat belly as fit as they are. And it's because they learn to use their abs on the out position. Okay, arms up. Here we go. Bruce Lee punches left and right. See, going in. What's the shirt? Stop making those faces at my belly. Giving it a complex. Suck in your tummy. Keep breathing.
$19, $20.
Awesome. Hands back behind you again. Sucking in your tummy. Shoulder blades are down and back. Suck, suck. She's talking to you guys. Did you notice where her eyes were looking? They were looking at you guys.
I'm going to bring my phone and we're going to do side cameras.
No side cameras. Abs are nice and tight. I'm doing it perfectly. That's all you have to know. Suck in your tummy. Lift one leg and lower it. Lift the other leg and lower it. Try to keep your spine attached to the ball. That way you're using your abs. See? Staying in. Okay, good. Arms up. You're going to lean back as far as you can go. Keep your abs engaged and then come back up, sucking in your tummy. Very dramatic presentation of the Christmas turkey or goose or ham or tofurkey. Have you ever had a tofurkey? It is like eating a giant booger.
Why?
Because I had some vegan friends have me over for dinner.
You're going to go out out of your way. It should be something good that you're mimicking.
Yes, exactly. And what's worse, it was like magma hot. It was flavorless magma. Okay. We're going to go onto our backs now. We're going to put the ball underneath our sacrum. Your feet are parallel, your knees are bent, your hands are on the ground, your shoulder blades are down and back. You're going to activate first chakra, second chakra, third chakra. Your heels come up off the ground. We're going for a walk. First, just lifting our feet off the ground, envisioning a champagne glass on your belly that you don't want to spill, and you're just lifting and lowering. And now we're going to continue more like Mario's doing. You're keeping both feet up and then touching the ground. Sucking that tummy. Abs are nice and tight. Your belly stays level. I love level. Not only is it a palindrome, but it looks like it's level. Sucking that tummy. Okay, now we're going to do this a little bit reverse. We're going to keep our knees bent. You're going to straighten your leg and then bend it. Straighten your leg and bend it. Abs are nice and tight. It's like you're kicking. Sucking your tummies. Keep breathing. Okay.
19, 20.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We had 2 more to go. Legs stay up, abs are nice and tight. We're going to try, keep your legs straight and locked out. You're going to try to bring one toe over the top of your head and your other set of toes over the top of your head. Just go back and forth. You're pulling through your abs. I'm being attacked by the curtain. Once again, you do not want to disturb that champagne glass on your belly. And now finally, what number are we on?
17.
Yes, I knew it was 17.
18, 19, and 20.
Now we're just going to go for a little walk first. No pressure in the knees because this is non-weight bearing. If you feel pressure in your knees, tighten up muscles. Double time. We're up to a jog. 3/4 time. We're up to a trot. Maximum time. We're up to a Gillen. We're going really fast. Fast, 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 fast. Even faster. For 5, 4, 3. I'm going to beat Maria. 2. Oh, she's beating me. 1. And feet back down on the ground. Go ahead and straighten both legs against the ground. You're going to feel stretch in the front of your hip flexors in case you accidentally use those. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. We're now going for a walk. We're going opposite hand, opposite foot, coming off the ground. You're keeping your abs engaged. You're keeping that champagne glass nice and level.
Good.
Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. Remember what leg you started with, because we're going to start with the opposite leg. So here we go, walking again. Keep breathing. Hey.
Good.
And rest. Okay, bend your knees. Bring your knees to your chest. Oh. You can rock from side to side if you'd like. Okay, go ahead, put your feet back down on the ground. Oh. Oh, yes, almost. Let's see where it is. Okay. Hopefully the music's working today. I doubt it. Okay, we're gonna lay on. Really? We're gonna lay on our rollers lengthwise, butt at one end, head at the other end. It's a magical part. We have finished. But we're going to integrate because this is so very important. Your head is on the roller, your butt's on the roller, but I want you to move up the roller slightly so your head goes into slight extension, just minor amounts. So you're just going to pass the point of what's called your EOP, your external occipital protuberance. We're going to go slightly higher than that. So that puts your head even more in neutral in terms of your pelvis and your spine. Shoulder blades are down and back, and you're just going to breathe. Nothing too hard about this, but do activate that pelvic floor, close up third chakra, and then activate second chakra. I used to think breathing was a thing that everyone knew how to do. It's what we had to do to prove that we were alive as newborns. But as I started teaching, I saw that people don't know how to breathe. And back when I was teaching at Aloha Yoga Kula, which is no longer here, there was a student that absolutely did not notice when she didn't breathe and would do these terrible gasping sounds when her body finally exhausted and needed oxygen. So we're going to work on being able to breathe, inhaling and exhaling. You guys stay on your rollers. I'm going to sit back up again. So she had an interesting behavior because she would either hold her breath or she would be burping because she would swallow air. Because she would hold the air in her stomach instead of her lungs. It was very uncomfortable to be around. She wasn't a bad person, but it was just uncomfortable to be around seeing someone that much under distress. So we're going to take you guys out of distress as you breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, letting your belly raise and then letting your belly fall into a contraction, and that's your second chakra doing the breathing. Feel what it feels like to come into your center and come into breath. We've been coordinating everything with your core. Breathing coordinates with your core. And like I pointed out during the punches, if you can combine motions with your core out to your extremities, you can create powerful events. A really strong punch versus an averagely strong punch. And you don't have to be big. When I went to China, I was beaten up by an 85-year-old man with no teeth. He was skin and bones, but he beat me up really well. This was the height of my martial art experience. Because he knew when to time breath and striking. Oh yeah, he only used his index fingers. So find your way back to your center. We've just passed the solstice, so days are getting longer and more magical. Almost immediately, it felt like the days were longer. It was crazy. I was at a client's house, and we work outdoors, and we noticed that it felt significantly brighter outside. So see what it feels like to connect and to notice the changes that you're going through as we come from the very deep, dark winter and we're already starting the journey into spring. Feel what it feels like to be in harmony with the seasons and not only your core, but what's going on around you and how much stronger you could be. Most of what we called adrenal restoration should have happened before the solstice because that's the time we're in the deepest darkness. And that will allow your adrenals to restore. So when the spring comes and we spend more time in the light, our adrenals can support us. But if you didn't get it done before the solstice, you're going to feel a little exhausted going into the spring. especially since we just hit winter. And that's how much time it takes for the sun to warm up the earth after the solstice. So season's greetings. May you be safe and near family members and friends and loved ones. On behalf of Mari and me, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy. Thank you for all you give and are willing to try. We appreciate you very much. And namaste.
Namaste.